ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that they get to those that need them. Thank you. Okay, we're doing a pick a pile, pick a card, pick a pile, pick a something. I really felt called to do this about shadow work. I can't assume that everybody knows exactly what that is. So for those of you that don't know, it's basically what do you sweep under the rug? What's the thing you're trying to avoid? Or even just more of a psychological aspect that you're needing to work on. It's the stuff that's not always at the surface. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and place some moon-shaped stones. And we have got black agate, opalite, and moss agate. And you can go ahead and take your time, pause if you need to, and grab your pile. While you guys are doing that, I am going to light the incense. This today is Nag Champa. If that means much to you. Gosh, that smells good. I'm feeling called to go backwards. We're gonna go backwards. Hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Oh wow, what a card. Preservation. Evanoir. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how it came out of my mouth. Make peace with your past. And then we have clouds pass, but the mountain remains. Okay, wow. Okay, so the card that actually is really calling out to me the most is this one. I find this so amazing how similar these are to me. Maybe not to you, but to me they are. Kind of this in the stomach, in the gut area that's being protected and volcanic, shredded, torn up, as if there is a, sorry guys, the energy is a bit much, so I'm a little shaky with it right now. I want to say that this is your inner child and something about your past, your childhood, there was some kind of trauma. You hold, how to say this? Gosh, sometimes concepts are easier than words. You hold a safe space, and yet at the same time, it's not safe because you're stuck in the pain of it, the torment of it. You know, we've got this make peace with your past. We've got this like things, this too shall pass kind of thing. All while you're trying to protect yourself, right? I am hearing to look into what the book says on this one. So maybe there's something important in there for you guys. So give me a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna read just a couple parts. It's this, I I think it's called Cantagy. I'm not exactly sure, but it is a full, like, comprehensive, beautiful, beautiful guidebook. So I encourage you guys to grab it if you want. So it says, cultivate and maintain an awareness of both what is enduring and what is fleeting in your situation. Let mental formations come and go, and tune in more keenly to the facts of your circumstance. Oof. This is hardcore one, guys. I'm supposed to tell it like it is, so I'm going to. I do not mean any harm or hurt directed at you. Please know that. I absolutely love you guys. But this is what I'm hearing, so I'm going to say it. Memories, especially long-term ones from the past, are not completely valid. We can remember things differently than they actually happened. It can be, I'm shaking because this is a hard one. It can be a simple thing like the color of the carpet. You can have some kind of really god-awful traumatic experience, and because of how someone else in the situation acted, that can affect your memory because it's based on emotion. It does not invalidate your emotions or your experience, but the memory cannot be relied upon fully. That is one of those things that are like clouds that just wisp on by. The emotion is what's causing the turmoil in the gut. That's the part you have to deal with. Allow yourself, if possible, allow yourself to let go of knowing for sure what happened, and instead work on the emotions you have regarding what you believe to have happened. It can be rather freeing. It's frustrating and hard, but it can be freeing. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit more about this card. It says, use this image to help you maintain perspective on what is a passing experience and what is more enduring. Let this image inspire you to more fully appreciate the particular richness of this moment, even if some of your current experience is hard. Use this image to engender new, inspiring, and empowering beliefs about yourself, your circumstances, and life in general. So I'm going to say, with this shadow work, talk to your inner child. Discuss what happened, what's causing this turmoil in your gut. Focus on your perspective on it and how you might see it differently at the age you are now. Focus on why you have the emotions that you have regarding it. I feel like this is a peek into, you're looking through the trees, it's a peek into a different way of seeing things. Okay, I'm going to lift you guys up really quick. I ask for coverage for these people that are going through the situation. I ask that you help them to dive into the parts of their body where the energy is stuck and in turmoil so that they can free it. I ask that you be with them, remind them they're not alone, and help them to find their qualities that are more enduring. Find themselves outside of being defined by their traumatic experience. I thank you. I thank you for being with them, and thank you for this message. Okay, guys. So much love to you. I hope you got something from this. Okay, for my people that grabbed the moss agate, I think it's just so beautiful. I don't know how clearly you can see that. I'll have to put up pictures. It's very beautiful. Wow. I never know if I pronounce these things correctly, so please pardon me if I'm not getting it right. But Ganesha, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. Friction. The main word is witch. The magic you seek is inside you. Let it flow. And roots grow from your feet. Okay. What I am sensing with this one, or hearing rather, there's so many ways it can go. For a general reading, it's kind of difficult because I feel like there are specifics, but then there's also different options. I feel that there is a friction. I'm going to generalize first. There is a friction of who you are, being who you are internally, and what the world wants of you. It could be what the world wants. It could be your roots. So it could be your family. And I feel like, and this is an obstacle for you to get through. For some of you, I'm not going to say all, it could be your spirituality. It could be a psychic way of life, mystic, however you want to say. I do feel that this card could also represent grounding. Perhaps when the friction is too much and you need grounding. You need to be able to put your feet in the grass, go to your heart center, and stabilize yourself. This card is really calling to me the most. How does one deal with the amount of upheaval that can happen because family disagrees with how you want to live your life, or friends, whatever it is? It's amazing because, you know, there is all this friction, but look at how much beauty there is in it. Look at these colors. This card is extraordinarily beautiful. So I want to encourage you with this. Sorry, I'm hearing words. Sorry for that pause. I'm on one track and then suddenly I get words. Mix up the paint, man. That's what I'm hearing. Mix up the paint. Look at this. It looks like one of those like acrylic pours, you know, with the cells that happen and the flow. Your turmoil, as you work through it, as you make your way, your path, will create so much beauty. I know it's difficult to go through, but when you look back, how proud you're going to be. Flying with your colors. Isn't it pressure that creates diamonds? And I'm not saying, oh God, I'm not saying that, hey, the way people treat you is necessarily good when it's a negative thing. I'm just saying that beauty can come from it. I'm really feeling that for you guys, it's just a matter of continuing to grow, continuing to get through. Be okay with who you really are. I'm hearing you are okay with who you really are. You're frustrated with how other people see it. And so I'm sorry for that. Stay grounded. Keep your feet in the grass. Do some painting, whatever your thing is. What's your calm place, I guess, is what I'm hearing. What do you need to go to when this friction becomes so much? What helps you settle? Because we can't make other people behave the way we want them to. We can't change other people's minds all the time. We can debate and talk, but you can't force it. Doesn't work. For some reason I'm noticing this, and it might be like an bottle of oil, but to me I thought of fragrance and I thought of smell. And I feel like maybe that's something specific for some people. Smells truly affect me, whether it's good or bad. They can really affect me. So maybe you need a new scent, or start creating your own. Give yourself a new hobby. Make your own body butters or whatever. Yeah. I feel like, because I'm being directed to this again, that's going to be really grounding for you. Darn planes are going by. Sorry, guys. So whatever your hobby is grounding for you. Oh, I'm slightly embarrassed about this now. So for a long time, I did not understand the word grounding. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't know what people were really, truly saying with it. So I'm going to go ahead and define it in a weird way that I guess kind of works for me. And that is when I feel more at peace, when I feel calm, when I feel stable. I think that, we use semantics or such a thing. You get into a certain culture or group or whatever, and you all start using the same words, but if someone's new, they don't get it. They may not know what you're talking about. So hopefully I'm not just throwing words at you that you don't know. It always makes you feel a little bit out of it, doesn't it? But anyway, I feel like that's it for you guys. So encouragement to find a hobby that grounds you, since you know your worth already. You've got this. Dip into that true nature. Work through that path with your friends and family that are having a tough time. Yeah. Okay, guys. Much love to you. Remember, you're not alone. I don't know what this is. Bye. Okay, our opalite people. We've got eternal love. Oh, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Alright. Reminds me of like the DNA thing, the double helix or whatever it is. We have motion. Interesting. Vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct. Oh, all right. Getting some feelings going here. The self-tending fire. Ooh. Ooh. I love that. I love that. That is so cool. Okay. Okay, so I've got one type of energy with me right now that feels very different. We'll see where this goes. That could just be my own silly human judgment of it. We'll see what happens. Okay. So eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment, motion. I needed to read the card, the guide on this card. This is a new to me deck, and I needed to. One thing stood out. One particular sentence in it stood out to me, and it says, "An act of love moves chaos to harmony." And I think that's so beautiful, so beautiful. And then, so this is your action, right? An action of love. Whatever that action is, for your own situation. But it's also saying that it's okay. Either way you go, you don't have to stress about it. And then we come to this one, and in it, I'm seeing that this action of love is like a ripple effect, right? And love begets love. It's a self-tending thing. When people receive the love that they need, they are able to give the love. So that's one aspect of all of this. I am also seeing a different story as well. This is also speaking to me about needing to be your own cheerleader. Self-care, self-love. Not feeling like you are receiving the love that you want from your family. I'm very sorry for that. Sorry, I feel very down now. I am hearing to tell you, stop it. It's not your fault. Us empaths, this is what we do. This is part of our journey. And I am grateful and happy to feel down with you about your situation. I am going to go ahead and give you some of what the guidebook says about the self-tending fire. Be both the source and the recipient of your own energy. Direct your life force and attention inward instead of outward. There are some questions it asks you to ask yourself. What if I direct my energy inward for now? What if I illuminate my inner world? So what could happen with that? Oh, my heart hurts, you guys. Wow. This is a hard life situation when you don't feel like you're getting the love that you want so desperately. I want to tell you that it is okay. It is okay to have to be the one right now to give yourself love. I do not believe that this is a constant. This is not permanent. This is helpful on your journey, as hard as it is. You become self-reliant. You get to truly know yourself. It's one of the ways that you're growing, as unfair as it is. Personally, I really don't believe that this is your constant life lesson. I believe that you do have a future filled with love. And not just your own love, not just your own self-care. I'm hearing to pick up another card for you guys. So we're going to grab a card really quick. I'm hearing 3 down. 3. And we have this one. Okay, Candle of Hope. I am hopeful every day I make the choice to be positive no matter what happens around me. I guard the flame of faith within. At the moment when all feels lost and I face a dead end, hope lights a new way. Okay, so I am not a particular fan of false positivity. I believe people need to feel their feelings to get them out, to work the energy through their bodies. But hope truly is a wonderful thing. And I believe this card came out particularly because they wanted you to know that there is hope, that there is a future filled with love. This is a time for you to get through. This is part of your journey, part of your growth. The people that are going to be loving you in the future, they're going through their journey and growth just like you are. I do feel that the energy is a little bit lighter now. I don't know why, but I want to sandwich these in hope. Your action, your choices, you can have hope about them. I really felt, yeah, this is what I'm being kind of shown. Love is a force. And sometimes you don't get it where you want to get it from, but it's there with you. It is around you. You are inside of it. There are ways for you to feel it. As disappointing as this is, you can still feel it. You can still get that love, just in a different form, a different way, from a different person. I'm also hearing that this is part of you truly learning yourself and knowing yourself so that you can be your best version with your partner. So that you know what your boundaries are. You know what kind of love you need. Like your love language, if it's quality time or affection, whatnot. All of the above. Hey, be selfish with love. You will be more complete through this process. As difficult as it is, you will be. Do we have any kind of activity or direction for them to be working on. It's kind of a fun thing, but you can research the love languages and figure out which one you are, if not all of them. I guess which ones are the most important. Get to know some things you can't do without experience, and that's perfectly okay, but you can at least try to figure it out. Imagine yourself in a relationship and what's ideal about it and what's not. You know, what do you need within a romantic relationship to maintain it, to feel loved? What is it you need to feel loved? And that answer might change as the years go by, and that's perfectly fine. It happens. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you guys. I give you much love, and I hope that this is somewhat helpful for you. And I pray for your journey that you will get the most out of it. All right, bye guys.